Oh, why is there a fly in the room? Good morning. So I'm gonna show you my African literature. I'm gonna show you my African literature collection today. But I have to first clean, and we're gonna go quick trip to the mall because I'm doing an advert for Exclusive Books. It's like my third collaboration with them, like to working. So I'm really excited. I'm like a mediocre videographer for them, but actually they produce really good work. Like, so you're gonna see me just now. Okay, clean.
Look what you got me. You got me a whole book. Say hi. Look at it. Look at it. Aw.
Tell me.
Oh, thank you. Aw, thank you.
It's too much.
Aw. Your girlfriend is pregnant? Yes. Oh my god. Let's see. Your father knows. Every father has a certain type of nose.
Leave my nose out of it.
Can you please take a video of my outfit? I look cute today. No, not from that angle. That's a terrible angle. You do this. You lift the phone up. You lift the phone up and then you know? You lift the camera up. So I look smaller than I actually do.
This is my attempt at catching this couple that was 2 spaces ahead of me. They were being so cute. The girl and the guy, her head is literally like this on him, and they were like holding hands, and I was like,
the world is sick but interesting. But you know what? I have this one complaint. Like, why is it every time I go outside there's a couple somewhere holding hands? Like, why? My singleness cannot handle such displays of love. PDA, guys. PDA, stop touching hands.
okay, we're recording like this. This is happening, people. I'm home again. So now we're gonna go through my collection now that I have 2 additions to it. Ooh! Okay, starting with the one that I'm actually reading, which is Bear. Bear is written by Jackie Pamotse, and it's a series. There are 3 books in the series. She finished the last one this year. There was a whole discussion panel for it. I'll link it down below for Pablo Sepei's video because I thought it was really cool to see an author live. Yeah, so I'm reading this, and if I enjoy it, I'll continue with the series. But so far, I'm pretty okay with it. I'm only this far with it. I've actually taken a long time to read this, mostly because I think I entered a bit of a reading slump. But we're out of it now, and that's what's important. Next is a biography. This is Bonang Matiba's book From A to B. It's basically about her life and how she got into fame and why she loves fame, or rather why she loves entertainment, like her job. She genuinely enjoys what she does. Yeah, she's just talking about her sparkle, her inner sparkle. It's not a book to tell you oh yeah, this is how to get rich and famous. No, it's just here to show you that whatever you do in your life, whatever you're passionate about, invest in your sparkle. I have a whole review about this book, so I'll link it down below. And does she not look gorgeous, darling? Get the champagne, darling. It's a pinky gal, darling. Oh, even my nails are pink. Bonang. Look at this, eh? Next is another bibliography. This is by Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. I did a live show for this, so link it down below. I love Trevor Noah with all my heart since I discovered him when I was a young lassie, and I've been so invested in his work and anything that he does, really, I will probably support because 1, he's super funny, 2, he has a great personality in general, and 3, he just seems like a good person. I'm not trying to do that thing where people assume that people who are celebrities are probably good people and then get disappointed when they show that they're actually human when they make mistakes. That's not the type of situation I have here. This is more so I just really respect his craft, and I love him. He's a great artist. He's amazing. It's one of my favorite books, bibliographies, considering I've only read 2. But it is one of my favorite, and I think it'll be one of my favorite bibliographies for a very long time. Yeah, I only read bibliographies for people that I actually like. If I'm not invested in you and never really have been, why am I reading about you? For example, I'm not gonna read Michelle Obama's book because I'm just not interested. Not because I don't like her, but just I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? But all power to those who read the book and really get something out of it. I'm just not really a bibliography person unless I love you with all my heart. Next is the classics by Chinua Achebe. Love. Okay, I'm here for this. This is part of a series. I found out there are actually 2 other books in this series, which is very interesting. I'll put a picture of both of them. This is how they look, and I'm like, wow, okay, this is this type of thing I have to be invested in. I just thought it was gonna be 2 books, but then it's more, and I was like, oh, I really hope I like it. Starting with Things Fall Apart, then No Longer at Ease. So that's exciting for me. The only classic I think I have here, because I think I'm gonna start reading like classic African lit, like investing in reading classic African lit maybe next year, because right now I just want to enjoy the newer stuff, you know. I don't know, this is how I feel. Next is the one that got me into this whole African lit vibe, and that's The Frog Theory by Fiona Mordaunt. Oh, I hope this wasn't, oh my god, there was something on my face this whole time, guys. Why didn't you tell me? Ew. Anyway, I really like this book. I have a whole review for it, so I'm not gonna waste your time here. I loved it. It was just one of those like really good books, like one of the best books I've read this year. I'm invested, and whatever she writes next, I will be there. Yes, first in line. Next is one of my favorite books of the year as well, which is Coconut by Kopano Madloa. Oh! You can tell. Look at that. Look at this. Ay, ay, ay. I actually saw Mustard Period Pain today at the store, but I just couldn't buy it because I really wanted another book, because I'm on this. We'll talk about it just now. But anyway, this book, gold. Absolute gold. If you've ever been called a coconut, or this term that, or any type of term really, I know it's different around the world, where someone says that you're white on the inside but brown or black on the outside, I think you would get a lot from this book. It's not just for black girls, okay? It's for everybody who's ever felt like this. Hi mom, I'm busy doing a video and you are disturbing me. Why do moms live to annoy their children? As I was saying, in fact, I think anyone can get a lot out of this book, and like especially if you're interested in like the post-apartheid, can I say like space in South Africa, where there's still a lot of racial tension. Even though black people are the majority, there's still a lot of issues relating to race. So I don't know, like you will get a lot from this, and I think it's just one of my favorite books, and I'm trying to get all of my friends to read it. Like, if they could all just read this book, I think I'd be so happy. Next is the other book that I read not too long ago, which is Siren. Yeah, this was fun. It's like Evelyn Hugo. Now that I've read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I can actually say these two are very similar. The only difference between the two books I'd say that makes this one better is that this one, it continues being fast-paced, and it kind of cuts through the BS. It doesn't just sit and we're like, you know, there's never a slow moment in the book, and I really appreciated that, because it's especially with a story that's related to like fame and like the high life and riches, drugs, sex. Those like stories about people who are famous and the road to fame and like, you know, crazy things. I wanted it to be fast paced with The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but it wasn't, and I was kind of disappointed by that. But it was still an okay book. I think it's still a good book. It just wasn't good for me. It was okay, but like for everybody else, they really loved it. So think about that. But I recommend Siren over The Seven Husbands. No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. Next is the one that I got today. Oh, look at this. What? So this author, Sally Andrew, she's South African. She got her education at the University of Cape Town. Then she settled like in the bushlands, basically. Let me see. She lives in a mud brick house on a nature reserve in Klein Karoo with her artist partner. So that's cute. Okay, I'm not gonna read any more for you because you can check it yourself. The story is about this Afrikaans lady who's in her 50s, right? And she's short and soft and has brown hair, and like she has a bit of a crush, or at least there's some kind of romantic entanglement to be seen, or at least foreshadowed in this blurb of a handsome policeman or detective, whatever, in her little small town. So what happens is that there's like a murder, and homegirl needs to do the things. It's just one of those stories. I think it's just a murder mystery story, which is not something that I don't usually enjoy reading, but I love the books for the first the First Lady Detective Agency. That series is absolutely amazing, and I want to read all the books. Money does not grow on trees, you get me? And I'd love to get all the books, but you know what I'm saying, like it'll take some time. Also, I want the first book, and I have to order that, and that'll take weeks to get here, and I'm not really keen to wait weeks for a book right now. Yeah, so this one is written by a South African, and this is how she looks. She a cutie, she a farm woman, and I love it. I am into this, and I love her hat. I have a hat that's similar to this, so I feel all the vibes of this woman. I had choices between these three books here today, and I was like, which one am I going to take? And I know that The Yearning is a really like loved book. It was written by this young woman. And then there's Period Pain, which I've been talking about, like wanting to read. But I said to myself, I want this year to read African literature and really taste differently. I don't want to like find myself already in my like pit of comfort. I want to be uncomfortable. I want to read other things and see if I like them and see if I don't. So this is something different. You know, I don't like murder mysteries, but I'm gonna try it in African literature. It might just change my life. So yeah, that's this one, and I'm excited. Hi, baby. So that's this, Recipes for Love and Murder. So yeah, excited. This one is the one I'm most excited about. It matches my nails even. So the synergy, babe, the synergy. The Eternal Audience of what? Published by Blackbird Books. I love this publishing company. I absolutely this is their insignia, right? Is that the word? Insignia? And this is how it looks. Like, look at that. I love their books. I love how their books look on their Instagram. Like, they are so gorgeous, dude. I think you should actually take some time to check it out, because you will find some pretty amazing titles, and the story just seems so unique. But let me tell you about this book. So it's written by a Rwandan author. So I'm trying to read books from all around Africa. Now I'm saying it's not just Southern Africa. I want to go beyond. So this is very exciting. And yeah, it's like a coming of age story, and it's apparently very funny. It's about love, loss, friendship, tales of migration. Follows as one character, I believe. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. The print looks amazing. It's a bit different from the usual print I see. This is how it looks. Unfortunately, my copy is a bit bent at the back, which is not fun, but we don't get upset here. And this is how it looks on the side. This looks great on my bookshelf, I can tell you that. It's amazing. I love their catalog of books. I was like, ugh. This is just the first of many books to be read by this publishing company. I am so excited to read this. I'll have a whole review for this. Okay, so those are all the books that I own in my current African lit collection. I'll call this African lit part 1 because they're gonna be more books, babe. I'm a happy chappy. I love most of these books. The ones I've read, really enjoyed. None has failed me yet. And I'm excited to read more, you know? My goal this year was to read African literature, and I think I knocked this goal out of the park. I have about, 10 books, maybe more. And I am so happy and proud of myself for doing this. And I want to continue in this spirit into 2021. So yeah, I'm just a happy chappy, babe. There's a part 2, which there probably is at some point of my life. I'll link it down below. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. I had fun. I had a lot of fun with you, okay? I'll see you, and some hairstyle is getting me tired. Okay, I'll see you, and goodbye.